We live in a world that fears strong men, a world that rewards weakness, coddles complacency, and silences those who refuse to kneel. If you are a man with a spine, a man with presence, a man who won't be tamed, you're already on the hit list of every soft, spineless fool who wants you to conform. Because here's the truth. A strong personality is rare. It intimidates people. It makes them uncomfortable. And that's a good thing. If no one has ever called you too much, if no one has ever been threatened by your presence, then you have some work to do. Today, I'm breaking down 5 undeniable signs that you have a strong personality. And I'm not talking about fake alpha nonsense. I'm talking about real power, the kind that men respect and weak people despise. So if you recognize these signs in yourself, understand this: you are dangerous, you are unstoppable, and you are a threat to the status quo. Sign number 1, you don't seek approval. Approval seeks you. Weak men are slaves to validation. They bend, they compromise, they edit themselves to fit into a world that doesn't respect them, but not you. You don't ask for permission to exist. You take up space. You say what you mean. You don't soften your voice to make others comfortable. And people can't stand it. You know why? Because the moment you stop seeking approval, you become a problem. You can't be controlled. You can't be manipulated with guilt, shame, or social pressure. You are free, and that terrifies the weak. The truth is, strong men don't need approval because they live by their own code. Your validation comes from within, and that is what makes you untouchable. Sign number 2, you choose respect over likes. Look around. This generation is drowning in a sea of weak men who crave being liked more than they crave being respected. They smile when they should stand firm. They nod when they should speak up. They agree to nonsense just to keep the peace. Not you. You don't care about being liked. You demand respect. And here's the price of that. When you prioritize respect, people will dislike you. They will call you arrogant, mean, too intense. Why? Because you refuse to be everyone's doormat. You refuse to entertain foolishness. And you refuse to betray yourself for cheap approval. Strong men don't sacrifice their integrity for the illusion of friendship. They stand firm, even if they stand alone. Sign number 3, you hold people accountable, and they hate it. Most people live in a fantasy world where they are never wrong, where they are always the victim, where life just happens to them. And they are innocent bystanders, but not you. You see through the excuses, you call out the nonsense, you hold yourself accountable, and you expect the same from others. And guess what? People hate that. They will call you judgmental. They will say you are too harsh. They will try to paint you as the villain. Because holding people accountable forces them to look in the mirror. And most people are terrified of what they'll see. But you don't care, because you know that accountability is the foundation of strength. You don't make excuses for yourself, and you refuse to tolerate them from others. Sign number 4, you are unbreakable under pressure. A man's true strength is revealed in chaos. It's easy to act tough when things are going well. But what happens when the world turns against you? When the pressure is suffocating, when the stakes are high, weak men crumble, they complain, they cry about how unfair life is. But a strong man, he doesn't break, he sharpens, he doesn't fold, he adapts, he doesn't run, he stands his ground. You know why? Because you understand that pressure isn't your enemy. It's your training ground. Every hardship, every betrayal, every challenge is another opportunity to refine your strength. And while the weak crumble under the weight, you emerge sharper, harder, and more dangerous than ever. Sign number 5, you are willing to be hated for your truth. This is the final test, the ultimate sign of a strong personality. Can you stand in your truth, even when the world hates you for it? Can you remain unshaken when the masses turn against you? Can you speak what is right, even when the price is high? Most men can't. They water themselves down. They stay silent when they should speak. They trade their backbone for acceptance. But not you. You understand that a man without conviction is nothing. A man who fears being hated is already a slave. And you? You'd rather be hated for who you are than loved for who you're not. This is what separates the strong from the weak. The solution: embrace your strength or let the world break you. Now that you know the signs, ask yourself, are you truly living as a strong man, or have you let the world weaken you? Because here's the reality: if you are not consciously strengthening yourself, you are being weakened. If you are not sharpening your mind, building your body, fortifying your soul, you are being softened, tamed, and prepared for slaughter. Strong men are rare. The world is designed to break you, to make you doubt yourself, to turn you into another weak, compliant shell of a man. But you don't have to let it. Reject weakness, reject compromise, reject the fear of being different. If people fear your strength, let them. If they resent your confidence, so be it. If they attack you for standing firm, good. Because in the end, the strong survive. The weak fade into nothing. And the question is, which one will you be? Now go, be unstoppable, and never apologize for it.